Hangout is on air. That's right, folks. We're live. But where is Andrew?
Oh, hey.
Hey, what are you doing here?
Happy New Year!
Hey, Happy New Year!
Or as we say in Japan, Akemashite omedetou gozaimasu.
Did you do anything?
What, you mean New Year's Eve?
Yeah, New Year's Eve.
I think that's when I watched the interview.
Oh, you watched it then?
Yeah, I think that may be the night I watched it.
We were supposed to watch it that night, but we didn't.
Went to the in-laws and we left before midnight because they're old. And we came home, put the boy to bed, and I think that's when we watched the interview.
Right.
Yeah.
And pretty uneventful then, like with the in-laws?
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's boring as fuck.
They don't play games or anything like that?
No.
We didn't do anything. Thanks for asking.
Do anything?
We had a couple of people over, a couple of my sister-in-law and her husband, and we played Trivial Pursuit and one other game.
Oh, I thought.
And watched what?
I thought Sylvia and Tony were over.
Yeah, they did too. I just didn't.
Oh.
I didn't mention their name.
Because they watch the podcast, so fuck them.
I don't want to talk about them. The one thing I can't stand is once it's 12 o'clock and people stick around. It's like, just go. That's when I leave.
You know Sylvia's going to be watching this, right?
They didn't leave. They didn't leave too much longer after that. I think they left at around 1. And my in-laws stayed until I think 2:30. And
yeah, but in-laws
are
different.
They helped us clean up though. That was a nice thing.
Yeah, I was gonna say your in-laws A, help you clean up, and B, honestly, if your in-laws are there and you're tired, just go to fucking bed.
Yeah, like who cares, right?
Exactly.
They're not gonna judge you.
No, they've seen you naked.
No,
or maybe that's just my in-laws.
Yeah, maybe.
It's a communal bath culture in Japan. Let's get on to things. Let's talk about the interview first, maybe.
For this film in particular, I want to talk about when you heard about it, when it actually was coming out, like when you saw the trailer and what you thought, and whether or not you were going to go see it, and then how, having seen it, what did you think of the film? When I heard about the idea, I thought it was a funny idea, but then I thought to myself, wow, this guy's like a world leader who's currently still, in power. And that's actually another thing I want to mention too, is are they making this movie at Sony because Sony's a Japanese company?
Sony Pictures is really more of an American company. Like, what you need to understand about Sony is that it's so fucking big that the bits don't talk to each other. So, like, when they released the interview, like, they were going to release it on the video on demand, right? Mm-hmm. And it was on all these other sites. The PS3, the PSN, the PlayStation Network was like the last to get it.
Was it? Okay. Even after iTunes, because Apple waited.
I can't remember, but it was one of the last ones to get it. Like it was on all these other services first, and it was not like they were holding it back. It was just it took that long to do it. Because remember, Sony bought Columbia.
Yes. Okay, that's right.
It's basically just Columbia Pictures with a new name, and it does have the connections to Sony. But that's the thing, because it wasn't really seen as an attack. It was really seen as not an attack against America, but it was really focused on the U.S. Not on Japan.
I had this theory that maybe North Korea thought it was Japan, and they hate them so much.
Nope.
But they don't hate Japan, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. No. North Korea's got no love for Japan. No Korea has any love for Japan, really.
Yeah, they don't like them even in the South, eh?
Yeah.
That's too bad. Anyway, so when did you first hear about this movie? Did you hear about it when you saw the trailer?
No,
or did you know about it? You knew about it before.
No, I heard about it when this brouhaha happened. I probably would not have heard about it otherwise.
Okay, and then you did see the trailer eventually?
Yeah, after that I went looking for the trailer.
You went looking for the trailer, and when you saw the trailer, did you say, "Oh, I'll spend $0 and download that movie"?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Okay. I think a lot of people did.
I had to wait a long time, but then they cocked up that distribution thing, and basically that company gave it away for free for a few days.
That's right. Yeah, they fucked up. because you could download, you can right click on it and you can save it as a QuickTime file, right? I paid for it and I watched it this evening and I didn't mind. I didn't mind it.
No, I mean, like, people were, like, trashing it. I'm like, okay, look, if you're expecting this to be some fucking magnum opus, okay, yeah, you're going to be disappointed. But if you're expecting something that's, like, a good chuckle along the same lines as, like, Hot Tub Time Machine, then,
Yeah.
and
I think
actually,
this is better. I think this is better than that.
I think it was slightly better than Hot Tub Time Machine.
It's saying
Which
a
I
lot.
actually-
Those are the type of films, like if you've seen Pineapple Express, that movie starts off slow, kind of similar to this one, right? Like it's very, like setting up the characters, figuring out who they are, and then it just becomes this like huge thing at the end where they spent a
I'm
lot
not
of
sure.
money. They spent a lot
I'm
of
not
money on
sure.
effects and things on that in that film,
I'm not
in the
sure.
interview. I mean,
I'm not sure that James Franco should do comedy.
you don't think so? He's a better serious actor.
Yeah, and I'm saying this as someone I think he seems like a cool guy. I think he seems like a cool guy, but it's like, oh my god, like his character was so unbelievable compared to the Seth Rogen character. Do you know what I mean? It
Yeah,
was just
Seth
like,
Rogen was the down
it's
to
like-
earth guy.
it's like you think this Dave Skylark guy, like the way he does it's like it's so over the top. It's like he wouldn't. It's unbelievable that he actually has a popular TV show.
Yeah,
Because
he's kind of a
nobody
jerk.
does. When anybody else does stuff like this, like I'm Dave Scott and da 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 da, and it's like it would be like if it's like when you're in high school and you do skits in class,
Right.
and like you're doing a skit about someone who hosts a television show. That's what he was doing.
hmm
The whole fucking film.
I
And
think
then that's
I was thinking that too. I was like, why is he doing that? Why is he doing that? Like he's like the most annoying character that I've ever seen him play.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, is this intentional? Like, is this on purpose? Just not a good idea, or
No, it
is
was
this
a
the
weird-
Oscars all over again?
It was a weird or a weird actor or directorial choice, and I'm like
Yeah.
not sure about. But no, it was a decent little film, and honestly, like I can see why North Korea would have more of a problem with this than with
With the
Team
Team America.
Yeah. Because this is really like about the leader being a nitwit and like manipulative and an ass, not a nitwit, but manipulative asshole and like really human, having human. Whereas in Team American World Police, it was a comedy and he was you laughed at him, but he was actually like formidable.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? Like you actually felt like he was a supervillain, and this one he's just like, the ending they make him cry,
Yeah.
right?
I don't know. I thought that was a little too easy.
Oh, spoilers, everyone! By the way,
Yeah.
as if you didn't guess it already.
So don't be afraid, but don't be patriotic to watch the interview. I guess is the final word on that. Because that was a load of horse shit.
That could be the final word if you don't want the final word to make any sense. Sure.
No, because
I
people
think-
were saying that you have to support this film because to show North Korea that we won't be.
No,
We
fuck
won't
that.
be-
It's Hollywood. Like there's a quotation from North Korean National Defense Commission. This is from the Wikipedia page on December 27th. Released a statement accusing Obama of being the chief culprit who forced the Sony Pictures Entertainment to indiscriminately distribute the movie. Obama always goes reckless in words and deeds, like a monkey in a tropical forest.
Wow.
So like, wow, talking about like pulling out the racist card. Woo-hoo-hoo! Also that like, Jesus Christ, guys, proofread your English before you.
The Sony Pictures.
Proofread your English before you send out your international condemnation of another nation. Like, Torrent Freak has estimated the interview has been downloaded illegally via torrents at least 1.5 million times in 2 days.
In 2 days, yeah.
Yeah.
I could see that.
Wait, say when it got.
But in Christmas Day,
What I think
it
is
made
really
8
important.
Oh no, sorry, not Christmas Day. But not in theaters, but overall, didn't it make like $15 million?
$1 million dollars on its opening day.
Yes.
1.8 opening weekend. Box office total gross 2.9 million.
Oh, that's it?
4 day in let me finish. In 4 days, the interview earned 15 million through online rentals and purchases.
Ah, okay. Yeah. So there you go. Why are these theaters open?
I think it's important to at least say you've watched it. Just because it's like I probably would have watched it anyway, but I definitely wanted to watch it because I'm like, you know what? Kim Il-sung is not going to tell me what fucking movies I can watch.
Yeah, if it was
That's what
really
it comes
him.
down to. It's a dumbass.
Do you believe that? Do you think that North Korea really had something to do with this?
Well, given that they've released a statement, I'm saying that even if they didn't have anything, they do have they actually do have, despite my jokes to the contrary about like, oh yeah, the North Koreans hacked us with their TRS-80s.
Yeah.
How much hacking can you get done if you had to keep switching your OS disk with your software disk? Remember that?
No, they got
God,
soldiers.
man.
They have soldiers to do that for them.
Let's face it. I mean, if North Korea is rational, which they're not, but on some level they have to be, I guess.
Yeah.
If you're going to attack someone these days, I mean, they stand. Look, they could do a lot of fucking damage, North Korea, but they'd lose. But they can win. They can win if they can do stuff where there's plausible deniability. Like, there's no way those hacks are going to be traced back to them, basically.
Yeah.
So it makes sense that they were involved.
They were involved somehow. Yeah.
And the fact that they didn't want it released, but it's and the there were. I just say, I think people were like, "Wow, Obama got involved with this stupid like dumbass comedy." I'm like, well, I think it's actually important to say,
Yeah.
even if it's a dumbass movie, it's some story. This couldn't be some brilliant documentary that we stood up for, but like,
Here's the thing.
movie we couldn't watch, so fuck them.
I agree with you. I just think that that it's funny that it took a country to sort of make everybody say those guys can't tell me what I can watch in the movie theater, and yet we've all taken it up the ass with shitty Hollywood movies, and that's my 2 cents.